Have you ever felt just stuck in your own head? Like there's a looping track of worries you just can't shut off? If that sounds familiar, you're in the right place. We're about to uncover the real truth about overthinking. And let me tell you, it is probably not what you think. First things first, I really want this to sink in. You are not lazy. You're not broken. This feeling isn't some flaw in your character or a sign that you're weak. It's the very, very human experience of being caught in a powerful current inside your own mind.
And right here, this is the core idea that changes absolutely everything. We've all been told that overthinking is a problem of an overactive brain. But what if it's not about thinking too much at all? What if it's actually about feeling too much, and your mind is just desperately trying to figure out how to manage that overflow? Okay, so let's dive into that. Let's really unpack it. What does it actually mean to see this not as a bad mental habit, but as an emotional response? You know, the conventional wisdom is always just stop it, right? Break the habit. But trying to fight your own mind, that often feels like trying to hold back the ocean, doesn't it? It's exhausting, and it almost never works. So what if the entire way we're looking at this is just wrong?
And this leads us to a really fascinating idea. What if that mental spiral isn't your brain trying to sabotage you, but actually trying to do its most fundamental job? And that's the big reveal. It's not a bug, it's a feature. Seriously, it's this ancient instinctual protection mechanism that's just a little, well, let's say a little overzealous. Your brain is trying to keep you safe from threats it perceives, whether they're in the past or in the future. Think about it for a second. When you replay an awkward conversation over and over, it's not because you enjoy the cringing. No way. Your brain is running a simulation. It's looking for clues, trying to figure out what went wrong so it can build a defense plan to make sure you never feel that specific kind of pain again.
This completely reframes everything. We're told it's a personal failure, but really, it's a protection mechanism. We think it means we're weak, but the truth is, you only overthink things you care deeply about. It's actually a sign of your capacity to feel.
Of course, if this is a protection plan, it's not a very good one, is it? It often leaves us feeling way worse. So let's look at how this well-intentioned instinct spirals into that painful what-if cycle we all know so well. This is the crucial question. How does a system that's literally designed to protect us end up causing so much anxiety and paralysis? Well, it happens through a surprisingly predictable pathway. Okay, so here's how that spiral builds. It all begins with one tiny little spark. What if I fail the presentation? Your brain, the protector, hears a threat and just jumps into action. It tries to solve a future problem, a problem that doesn't even exist yet. So it just starts spinning out scenarios, one after another, and the result? You're not prepared, you're just completely exhausted and anxious. So how in the world do we get off this hamster wheel? Well, it's not by forcing our thoughts to stop. The key is to change our relationship with them. And it all begins by asking one simple, really powerful question. This is the pivot. Instead of treating your thoughts as this enemy you have to wrestle to the ground, what if you saw them as a messenger? A little frantic and panicked, maybe, but a messenger nonetheless. What are they trying to tell you? So here is the tool. The next time your mind is racing with, what if I'm not good enough? Just pause and gently ask yourself this question. What is this thought trying to protect me from? Maybe it's the pain of failure or the fear of rejection. The moment you understand the motive, you take away its power. And you know, when you start listening this way, you realize the message isn't really coming from your logical brain at all. Nope. It's coming from a much deeper place. It's true. Overthinking was never your enemy. It's more like a misguided friend, a guard dog that's barking at shadows. The real work isn't to silence the dog, but to gently show it that you're safe. What a beautiful way to put it. This mental chaos is basically an alarm bell from your emotional core. It's your heart feeling overwhelmed or scared, sending a distress signal up to the mind, just begging it to pay attention, to slow down, to listen. So, and this is so important, the goal isn't an empty mind. The thoughts are going to come. Healing is about changing your reaction to them. It's about letting the thoughts pass through without judgment, without self-criticism, without punishing yourself for just being human. And that's the ultimate takeaway. The challenge isn't to wage war against your own mind. It's to create a sense of inner safety. to build a foundation of self-compassion so strong that when the what-ifs come, you can look at them with curiosity instead of fear. And finally, think clearly.